Hey YouTube family, it's Humberto from GrayLaw TV. And hey, we're getting through this COVID-19 thing. It's almost over and the country's opening back up. 31 states are opening. Immigration, USCIS as well as State Department is opening as well. You can expect substantial delays, obviously, because they're behind and they're going to be behind, and we're not going to be able to see a full reopening of immigration at one time, so it's going to be slow. How do you inquire on your case? You're going to need to know where and how. That's what this video is going to provide to you. So you must understand there are different locations and places for filing petitions. You have USCIS, and you have the district offices, you have the immigration courts, and you have State Department. The inquiry system is different for each one. Let's take it step by step. So when you file a petition, either a non-immigrant visa petition or an immigrant visa petition, that is the I-130 or I-140, these are filed at the service centers. There's 4 service centers in the country. That's where these cases are adjudicated. So when your case is at the service center, you must do the inquiry with the service center. Very important. Cases that have been filed for adjustment of status, again, initially service centers, then they are moved to the district offices. There's district offices in every city nearest you. That's where they set up the interviews. Okay? So if your case has been transferred to the district office, then you need to make that inquiry at the local district office, and there's many ways to do that depending on the jurisdiction. It depends where you are. Generally, there's what's called an InfoPass appointment that you can make to go downtown and make the inquiry. Or if you have, for example, an I-751 receipt and you need to travel and you need to get the stamp in your passport to re-enter the US, you do that at the district offices. Also, if you have an I-90, that's where you have filed to replace your green card. Again, what you do is you go down to the district office so they can put the green card stamp in your passport. That's where you want to make your inquiry. I'm going to put a link in the description below, and I'm going to tell you exactly where and how you make these inquiries. Let's say you have filed for adjustment of status and you're waiting for your interview, or you've been interviewed and you're waiting for the final decision. Again, there's going to be substantial delays, so you're going to have to know how to make that inquiry. Again, it's at the district office. There's a specific way you need to do that. I'm going to provide you with that information. Let's say you are consul processing and you want to pick up your visa outside of the US. Different process. Initially, the case is filed with the service centers, okay, one of the 4 service centers. When it's approved, then there's another location. It's called NVC, the National Visa Center. So if your case is at the National Visa Center, you need to make that inquiry with the National Visa Center. You have to use your numbers on your receipts. If you look at the NVC notices, they have a specific number on there where you're going to make that inquiry. But it's done at the NVC. Once the case then is transferred to the U.S. Consulate, let's say your interview was canceled because of COVID-19 and you need to inquiry. Well, State Departments around the world, so whatever country you're in, they're really good at their websites. That's where you want to make that inquiry. You make the inquiry at the website itself. Let's talk a little bit about the immigration courts. So many hearings were canceled in the last 2 months because of COVID-19. EOIR has indicated that cases will be automatically rescheduled. However, I will never leave anything to the government. You have to be proactive because you got to make sure if there is a hearing and they haven't notified you and you missed that hearing, you may be subject to deportation. You got to spend a lot of money to get it reopened. Doesn't make sense. So there is a call-in number for EOIR for all the immigration judges and the cases that are being adjudicated in court. You can dial that number. You put in your A number, that's your green card number, and it will provide you with a status. I would check that monthly, okay? Again, cases are going to be rescheduled, but it's going to be very slow. So, hey, I hope that little bit helped you guys, because it's going to be slow. You're going to have to inquire on your cases. I want you to be proactive. Be proactive. Inquire on your cases. Again, the link description below, I'm going to give you specific information on exactly what and how to do it. And hey, good luck to you. COVID-19's almost over. Click below, like, and subscribe.